I've just gotten off the couch from watching Love, Simon, so hence I should. Oh, I should probably change my shirt. Oh god. Oh. All right, that's cleaner. That's much better. All right, let's just Love, Simon. This film follows Simon as the title character with his best friends as they finish their final year in high school. However, Simon has had a big secret he's been keeping to himself for the last couple of years, and up until I think it's a school social site or like a website, up to a recent posting on that site of someone who shares the same secret as him, he was unwilling to or have the bravery to come out about it, and that secret, is that he is gay. But that's just the kind of synopsis of the film. Now, I'm kind of late to the party. This film has been out for a while. I've actually got the Blu-ray. I just finished watching it just then. It's been sitting on my shelf for a while, and it's taken me a while to get around to, but I am kind of regretting that it has taken me this long. I really love this film. No pun intended. It reminded me kind of the films I was growing up with in terms of The Breakfast Club, or those coming of age films I really enjoy, like The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Those are some of my favorites in terms of that genre. So I was very much excited to see this film. I just didn't get the chance in the cinemas. There's something I really want to touch on before I really delve into the film, and I want to praise it actually straight off. This film this film executed its premise well. And what I mean by that is when Hollywood, or just a lot of motion pictures, when they attempt to tell a story, even if the intentions are pure and it's about this narrative and it's supposed to be relatable, all that I'll get stuck into that in a second. But when Hollywood films sometimes end up making it a thing, as if they're making a social issue a marketable and sellable thing. It's very blatant the way I just said that, but honestly, that's my fear when it comes to certain films. And that I was kind of fearful for Love, Simon, because I saw the trailers. It was really well edited. I was like, okay, I got the vibe, I got the tone. It didn't shout out to me like, okay, this is like, all right, this is social issue and we want to talk about it and capitalize on it. It didn't shout that to me. But I'm very fearful when certain films try to do that. And it's not because I have nothing against anything or anyone. That's not the type of person I am. But it's just more for that reason, because I don't want to be sitting there in the film and just being like, it's just about the thing, but not about the story, and the story takes a back seat for just kind of making a statement, a very sellable statement. I don't care what stories they are. I don't have a boundaries on a story ever. As long as I can relate to it and I feel the story, the characters, who they are, what sexuality, what race, even nothing on that matters. It's just the story at the end of the day. Now, don't get me wrong. Love, Simon does tackle this. It does tackle the fearfulness of being someone who's coming out. But even though that's a very powerful element in the film, it actually is sitting alongside, like just right side by side, in terms of relatableness for all of us who haven't experienced that. Because what we have experienced, either we've seen or we've experienced ourselves, is coming out as our true selves, in the smallest of ways and the biggest of ways. For me personally, I relate to this film is actually through this. Back in high school, a lot of people, actually no, they weren't making fun of me at all. It was just a thing that people said a lot. I would see a film one week and I would talk to my friends about it, or talk to someone about it, be like, oh, I really like this film. It could be anything from, I don't know, The Nice Guys to Transformers, Age of Extinction. I would say, I liked it, I really enjoyed it, and I'd talk about it with the same enthusiasm, just because I love film, I love movies. And everyone would say this one thing. They'd say, oh, you like every film, Russell. They la la la, and they would, and that's like a common thing to say. But when it was something repeated very constantly, I started to refrain back and just almost like took a back seat on myself. And when I didn't really talk about films too positively. I tried to make it, really even. I'm like, oh yeah, I enjoyed it. Like, I played it down. And that's a very small thing. It's a very small scale thing. But that was something I really related because towards the end of the film, and again, it's been out for a couple months, so I will talk about spoilers. Simon has unreluctantly come out as himself, but all happy endings, etc. But at the end, he starts to see more postings in his school's social site of people expressing their fears and the things they're worried about, of whether it be their family knowing or their friends knowing, or that something they're not even they should be proud of, but they're not. And I like that because I feel that's what hit home for me personally. Even though I'm not a person who has, I'm heterosexual. Like, it's something I don't relate to on that context. But because of how well the film delivers on how relatable it is, it didn't matter. And I think that reflection, that makes this story of Love, Simon even better. But let's just get stuck into the characters a little bit. I love the dynamics between Simon and then the rest of his friends. It was really great casting, and you may recognize some of these faces. I'm looking down here because I have to remind myself what they. I was like looking at her. She's from 13 Reasons Why. I don't know about the other two. I don't think I've seen them from anywhere. Anyway, but really, really amazing casting. Josh Duhamel and Jennifer Garner are back as kind of supporting roles. I love how these Hollywood A-listers that have been front and center in their own films are playing these really solid supporting casts. Now, one particular actor I want to talk about and character I want to talk about is Josh Duhamel's character. He plays the dad, and as much as it is relatable to I am relating to the high school characters and how well that was done. Something hit home for me with the dad character. He plays a very lovable, emotional, I guess, normal dad. He normal in the sense that he would crack jokes about girls around Simon and things as an audience, because we're watching it from Simon's point of view. We understand how uncomfortable Simon feels, and it's not because we understand that dad isn't coming from a homophobic place or anything like that. He doesn't know, but learning about him and just his relationship with his wife. He really loves his wife. He's making like a 20-year anniversary video for him. Like, he's a sweet guy. We know that he doesn't come from any place like that. But at the end of the film, or towards the end, when everything kind of unravels and Simon's secret is out, the dad, he was kind of silent about it. He didn't know how to really deal with it. He made like one more joke, but it's because he felt, and you learn as the couple scenes progress after that, he just feels kind of sad that, like, he feels disappointed in himself that he didn't see it, like he wasn't there, and he like reflected in the last couple of years, and he started feeling really bad for making Simon perhaps feel uncomfortable in certain situations about those jokes and things like that, and he starts crying. And I'm not a dad or anything like that, but I see myself in his shoes if I were in the future to have a child, a son or daughter. There was something so pure about he just wanted. It's the thing that we see in all films and all stories that our parents tell us, is that they want the best for us. And I know not every parent's great, but the ones they may not always come across like they mean it in that way, but they do. They just wanted the best for us, and they wanted to be there for us. And I think that's something really, really, I bawled my eyes out, I won't lie. I bawled my eyes out when he started crying. Even Simon was like, stop crying, Dad. Like, that's totally me as a dad, FYI. If you haven't seen this film, and I've been saying this in my last couple of film reviews, but I mean specifically, like, if you're looking for a good, actually heartwarming, heart-wrenching, and slightly cringy, and cringy in the best ways, because who wasn't slightly cringy in high school? Oh, maybe it was just me. No, all jokes aside, this is a excellent film. If you do enjoy your coming of age films, this is one of the better ones that have been released in the last couple of years. I think before this, the one coming of age film I did enjoy was the Edge of 17. That was like an unexpected hit. This one I knew if it was done right, it was going to be really good. Now this film has, not to be cheesy, like love Simon or in the character as well, has kind of inspired me to kind of do this now, because hold on, I'm not what I when I say do this now is that I realized over the last couple of reviews I haven't actually put out any ratings. It's because I was afraid of what people would think. It's like, oh no, that film should have been a 3-star, not a 4-star, or that film should have been an F and not a D. Like I wasn't too sure how I was going to do my rating system. I'm going to sum up the film in a sentence or two. I have to tweak this a little bit, so it feels like maybe if I'm repeating myself, forgive me. Alright, this is my rating. Love, Simon is a tear-jerking, heartwarming story about being yourself, and the pain, the fear, the joy, and the excitement of being who you really are. Alright guys, as always, let me know what you think about the film in the comments. If you have seen it, what in particular actually hit home for you? What about this film did you actually, the one specific thing that you really enjoyed? Let me know. Thank you for giving this a watch. If this is your first time joining us, I do regular and weekly reviews and vlogs and a few other things on the side. I'm really growing this channel, and it's all thanks to you guys, so it's probably getting tiresome by now, but I really do appreciate all you guys and all your support, and just, I don't know, just watching me. Somehow I'm actually entertaining enough to be watched for like 5 minutes. 5 minutes, what a joke. It's like 10, 15. I'm sorry my reviews are a bit long. None of you have really complained about it, but I feel like it's too, if it's too long, let me know. In saying that, yeah, if you do have feedback for me, put it down in the comments, let me know. Give me a dislike even, anything, just to give me an idea of what I'm doing right and doing wrong. However, if you didn't like this video, I'm sorry. Hopefully there's better content to come along in the future. If you're not going to check that out, thanks for giving me a shot. But until next time, guys, I will see you in the next, I think it'll be the ASMR video. I know I put it off I put it off quite a bit, but I will get to it soon. I haven't forgotten. But until next time, guys, peace.